Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And its defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Green. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the day.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson being chased out left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. swings off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Quick dash. Come. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A first down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. And too soft. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
14, got it. 36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge game last play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
25. 56, Mike, 56. I'm coming for you. You mine. Gun. Get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check. One left. Here we go.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. On first down, it's Elliott. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go!
2nd and 6. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he lost the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Gator, 61, match box, right.
Now Elliott. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second and 6. Wilson dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Wilson to throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Alert. 0.
Watch the curl.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Wilson now, throwing again. Flush to his right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Mike, 315.
6-man. Check curls.
18. 25.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Topper!
They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. Power running by Zeke. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, alert 3. He's coming. Double up.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Alpha.
Got a man. It's Brown. 9 yards that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Stay triple.
On first down, it's Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A quick throw here out to Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hard. Hey, Zoo. Now.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A game there of 30 big ones. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott running right. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Elliott. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bills, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week.
There ain't no time, is it?